Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Do you believe in the supernatural? For these 10 celebrities, they not only believe in it, they claim to have experienced it. Today we're going through the top 10 celebrities who claim to have met ghosts. If you have ever had a paranormal encounter, tell us about it in the comment section below.
Number 10. Melissa McCarthy. You know her from Ghostbusters, but she's been on TV and in movies for decades. She once told Ellen DeGeneres that she saw her great-grandmother after she died. She had stayed with them for weeks before passing, and after, McCarthy saw her standing in the house as if nothing had happened. Later, she saw another ghost in her Colorado home where she lived with her sister. Though she didn't see what it was, she witnessed as the force slammed their kitchen door over and over again. Number 9. Laura Linney. Laura Linney starred in Ozark recently and caught everyone's attention with her range in acting. It isn't hard to believe that she's lived through some stuff either. She wasn't a big believer in ghosts until she went to a New York theater that was said to be full of them. She told James Corden on The Late Late Show that she was at the Belasco Theater once and looked up at the balcony to see a woman in a dress and blonde hair. After a double take, the lady was gone. This could easily be brushed off as another person in the area, but when Laura went to the house manager, he not only believed her, he said he knew exactly which ghost it was. Number 8. Kristen Stewart. After finding fame in the Twilight movies, it's no surprise that Kristen Stewart is sensitive to the paranormal. She came forward and said that not only is she a believer, she also talks to them. Not really to hype them up, but to ask them politely not to bother her. She claims to be really sensitive to them and the energy of other people. When she's shooting at a random town in a random apartment or hotel, she feels them and asks them to please bother anyone else but her. Number 7. Sting. Lead singer of The Police, Sting, says he never believed in ghosts until he was forced to after sharing a home with them. On Jimmy Fallon, he told the host that he lived in a haunted house in North London where not only was there a strange presence, the ghost took to home decoration every night. Every morning, Sting would wake up to find everything in his kitchen had been reorganized, from the furniture to the bottles and plates broken on the floor. His family even saw a female ghost and a child in the house. Apart from destroying their kitchen, he says they were nice to have around and were good company. That's where I differ in opinion. The moment you destroy my morning routine by tearing up my kitchen, we're done. Number 6. Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers was a tough lady. She wasn't someone you would want to mess with at all. Someone seemed up to the task, though not living. When she moved into a new home in the Upper East Side in 1998, she says to have met the deceased niece of banker J.P. Morgan. It was all well and fine until she started trying to renovate the Gilded Age mansion. Suddenly, her electrical items stopped working. The apartment was constantly cold, and her dog wouldn't go into the room. Joan, not being one to take things lightly despite her comedy, called in a voodoo priestess to cleanse the home. After, her dog finally came inside, but it wasn't the end. The building managers and doormen all knew who it was, and it wasn't until Rivers put a portrait of the ghost, Mrs. Spencer, in the lobby and left flowers out for her that she stopped messing with the comedian. Number 5. Zac Braff. Zac Braff from Scrubs says he saw a ghost in his own house. According to a retelling on Chatty Man Show, he woke up and saw a ghost at his bedside. He rubbed his eyes to wish it away, and apparently it didn't work. Seems to have been fine, considering Zac is still around to tell the story. Number 4. Ariana Grande. Complex asked Ariana Grande if she believed in ghosts or aliens. She went into a story of a time in Kansas City when they went to a haunted castle and a cemetery the next day that is said to be one of the 7 gates to hell. She said she felt a dark presence and a negative energy take over the whole car and smelled sulfur. Suddenly, there was a fly in the car that came out of nowhere. They started leaving, but not before rolling down the window to say, "Sorry, we didn't mean to disrupt your peace." They took a picture before leaving and claimed she captured 3 demons in it. Number 3. Carrie Fisher. Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher says she also lived in a haunted Beverly Hills home with the ghost of Republican strategist R. Gregory Stevens, who had overdosed in the home in 2005. Carrie remembered the lights would turn on and off randomly, and a toy she had that yelled obscenities would go off at night by itself. This happened for a whole year, and she links it to her relapsing into drug use. Number 2. Keanu Reeves. Keanu has a face that looks like he's lived through many hauntings. He claims he saw a ghost as a child while he was living in New York City. He said at age 6 or 7, he was newly arrived in New York from Australia, and everyone was asleep except him when an empty jacket comes waving through the doorway with nobody in it. Then it disappeared, and Keanu was left scratching his head. When he turned to look at the nanny, she had seen the apparition as well and had a terrified look on her face, validating that what he had seen was real. Number 1. Kesha. It's one thing to see a ghost, but it's another level to have physical altercations with one. Pop star Kesha isn't the first to claim she had a sexual encounter with a ghost, actually. Anna Nicole Smith also claims to have had sex with a ghost repeatedly. Lucy Liu and Bobby Brown claim to have had that experience as well. While Kesha doesn't give details about the experience, she did write a song about it called Supernatural. Thanks for watching. Ever had an encounter with a ghost? Describe it for us all in the comments. Never be haunted by the thought of missing any new videos from Top 10 Archive by subscribing, clicking the bell, and giving this video a like. Oh look, here are more videos from us that you can watch right now.